Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a really long time and I just want to apologize for that. Pregnancy's hard, so let me just put that out there. Pregnancy's really hard. It's one of those things that is one of the hardest things it is the hardest thing I've ever done. And while I'm thankful for it, it doesn't make it any less difficult. So the last update that I filmed for you guys was actually my eight week update, and today I am 18 weeks and 1 day. So there's been a couple of things that have happened between now and then. Honestly, it's been really uneventful. I had intended to put out a 12-week update. That was when I was supposed to see my midwife last, or I did see my midwife last, so I'll talk a little bit about that. And time has just kind of gotten away from me. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the things that have happened over the past 10 weeks, and talk a little bit about baby and all of those things. So stick around. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sarah, and after 2 years of fertility treatments and infertility and TTC and all of that, we are finally pregnant with our baby. So if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. I promise to be more on top of things than I have been in the past, so I just want to apologize for those of you that have been waiting. So at 8 weeks, that was the last update. I'm going to be honest, I really can't remember a whole lot from 8 weeks. So I'm just going to talk about kind of what's happened over the last 10 weeks. So at 8 weeks, we were graduated from the fertility clinic, or a little before 8 weeks, which was really spectacular. And we set out to find a provider. So looked for a provider. It was really kind of complicated because there's a hospital close by where we live, but I was not interested in delivering at that hospital. So I was trying to find a provider that took TRICARE, but delivered at the hospital that I wanted to deliver at. And we found an excellent group of midwives and physicians, and we opted to visit with them. So on actually the day I turned 12 weeks, we had our first visit with the midwife. And if you've never been pregnant before or have never gone through anything like that, the first visit is just really lengthy. They're getting a lot of history and asking a lot of questions. What kind of testing have you done? Do you have family history of this? Blah, blah, blah. And luckily we have a lot of information because we did use donor sperm. So my dad always says that we probably know more about our donor than most people know about their spouse, which is probably true. So it was nice to have that information. So we did all of that and we got an ultrasound, and those are actually the last ultrasound pictures that I have, so I will share those with you. So there's the baby at 12 weeks. So this is quite outdated. And there's another one with the heartbeat. And there you go. So, there we go. Okay, so 12 weeks was quite a while ago. We have not seen our baby since then. And after 12 weeks, they scheduled us for a 16-week appointment. Between 12 and 16 weeks, we did find out the gender. So at my 12-week appointment, they offered me the panorama blood test. And if you watched our gender reveal video, then you already know that we are expecting a baby girl, and we did find that out. I was considered low risk, extremely low risk, about the lowest that they can go on trisomy 21, trisomy 18, and trisomy 13, I believe. They also test for microdeletions, and we came back low risk on all of that. So got those results, everything looked great, was really excited about that. If you're interested, if you want more information about Panorama, Natera, I think, is their parent company, just let me know down in the comments and I'll answer any of your questions. It was a really simple blood test, and TRICARE actually paid for it 100%, which is kind of wild. They don't really pay for a whole lot. So at the time that I hit 12 weeks and went to that appointment, I had lost 7 pounds from pre-pregnancy weight. And the doctors and stuff, the midwives, aren't really concerned because like I had extra weight from all the fertility drugs. And basically they said once I hit 20 weeks, then we really need to start talking about some weight gain. So there was that. So the day before my 16-week appointment, I got a call from the midwife's office that their computer systems had been compromised and were down and they could not see any patients. So I had no 16-week visit, which, if you know me, I have really bad anxiety, and I was just really worried about her in there, and just really wanted to visit. So we kind of waited around a while, and we were seen yesterday at 18 weeks, and they listened to her heartbeat on the Doppler, which we have a home Doppler that we use. And I know I'm not a medical professional, but you know, we check it out every once in a while and we find it. And that's fine, but because I'm not a professional, I don't know exactly what it is that I'm listening for. So they listened to her heartbeat yesterday. It was 144, totally normal. Look, she looks, well, I mean, she sounds great. Don't know what she looks like. And I have put, according to the doctor's office, I have gained back 5 of the 7 pounds that I've lost. So we're moving back in the right direction. We have our anatomy scan scheduled on the 22nd, which I will be 19 weeks and 5 days. Sorry, my allergies are really killing me. And then they will do, you know, full anatomy scan measurements and all of that. So that's kind of where I've been, what we've had going on over the past 10 weeks. Some symptoms that I have experienced over the past 10 weeks. So the last time that I spoke with you guys, I think I mentioned that I was having some nausea, not a lot of vomiting, but a lot of nausea, and that stuck around until probably like 14 weeks. And I still get nauseated if it's been a while since I've eaten. Sorry. It's been a while since I've had any food on my stomach, I still get really nauseated, but that's pretty much gone away. Like I said, it stuck around until about 14 or 15 weeks, and then that kind of got better. I know I mentioned in my 8-week update that I was not eating chicken, and I'm still not really eating chicken. I'm hearing a lot from a lot of people that I know that have had babies that that's actually really common, this aversion to chicken. For me, it's chicken breast is the biggest thing, and all fresh chicken. So no like chicken thighs or chicken wings or anything like that. I can eat chicken if it doesn't look like chicken. So like a fast food chicken sandwich doesn't really bother me. Chicken nuggets are usually pretty okay, but anything that looks like chicken kind of just grosses me out. Truthfully, I'm having trouble with a lot of protein. So anything that we cook at home, like pork chop, steak, kind of anything along those lines, I'm eating about half of a normal portion for myself, just trying to get protein, you know, any way that I can. And unfortunately, I'm a pretty picky eater, so it's proving to be quite the struggle. I haven't really had a lot of cravings for a while. I really wanted bread and butter pickles, and ate those for a while. For a few weeks, I was on a ramen noodle kick, so I was only eating ramen noodles for lunch. Right now I'm really into salad, just like fresh foods. But truthfully, there's really not a whole lot that I am craving, and not a whole lot that I'm just like completely averted to, besides chicken and eggs. I'm not eating eggs. It's kind of grossed me out. So, I mean, that's not been a huge deal. Kind of moving into the second trimester, I'm starting to get the back pain. I'm having a lot of like dry, itchy skin, which is all really normal. Trying to stay hydrated, drinking a lot of water. One benefit that I did notice just today actually is I use a stainless steel straw in my cups. And when I first found out I was pregnant, I couldn't use the stainless steel. It was giving me a really strange like metallic taste in my mouth. And now I'm back on the stainless steel. That has totally gone away, which is phenomenal. And it actually is helping because I like my water really cold, and the stainless steel helps with that. But like I mentioned, just some, you know, back pain and dry, itchy skin. Obviously, I'm out of breath. I've been pretty much out of breath this whole pregnancy. And part of that is because I film in my upstairs office, and so I go upstairs and then I'm like really winded and it takes me a while to catch my breath. So that's been, you know, going on pretty much the entire time. I'm getting to the point where I can't really sleep on my back anymore. I can't really sleep on my belly anymore. So I'm kind of like a side belly sleeper, kind of the way that I'm laying. I'm trying to get comfortable as best I can. I'm having a lot of trouble getting to sleep. And of course I'm up like every hour and a half to go to the bathroom, so that's unfortunate. Another thing that I've noticed is I am losing my hair. My hair is falling out, which I have plenty of hair to spare, so that's not really anything I'm worried about, but I'm noticing right up in these areas. And I'm trying to do a lot of headbands because I don't like pulling my hair back in a ponytail. I'm putting a lot of stress on it with my hair falling out. I'm pulling it back in a headband to keep it out of my face, without putting a lot of tension on it. So I'm gonna read a little bit about baby girl at 18 weeks and kind of what she's doing in her development. And then that's it. I'll show you guys the belly and that's it. All right. At 18 weeks, baby girl is as big as an artichoke, according to the Bump app. On Ovia, I think they say she's the size of a pomegranate. This is getting into the point where like some of the weeks don't really match up. On some of my other apps, it said last week she was as big as a pomegranate. Another one, I think it's the Pregnancy Plus app, says she's the size of a sweet potato, and a sugar glider, I think, is something this week as well. But according to the Bump app, she's as big as an artichoke at 5.59 inches and 6.7 ounces. So we'll talk a little bit more about her exact measurements after the anatomy scan, which will be, like I said, at 19.5. So we'll talk, I'll do another update at 20 weeks. It says, can you believe baby's yawning, hiccuping, sucking, and swallowing? And baby's twisting, rolling, punching, and kicking too, and is big enough that you might be able to feel her doing it, which I'm not. I'm not feeling any movement yet. That is the other thing. I think like when I focus really hard, maybe I feel her, but I don't feel any like overt movement, anything that I'm saying, oh my gosh, that's her. And the midwife's not concerned. She says that usually first time moms, you know, it can be 20 weeks before I feel anything. So I'm not worried about it. She's in there doing her thing, I'm sure. And my big thing is I want to have the real experience. So if I'm going to feel her, I want to feel her. If I'm not feeling her, then I'm not going to pretend like I'm feeling her. Baby is about 5.6 inches long and about 6.7 ounces now and keeps on growing rapidly. That's probably why you're feeling so hungry, which my appetite is back as of yesterday. I'm starving. What the heck is baby doing there at 18 weeks? A lot. Baby's working her muscles and practicing all kinds of moves. Can you feel them yet? No. Over the next few weeks, you should make sure to start sleeping on your side. That's because baby and your uterus are getting big enough to press against large veins in your back of your abdomen, in the back of your abdomen, which can reduce the amount of blood going to your heart, making you feel lightheaded, or worse, lowering your blood pressure. Of course, your veins aren't the only things that are prone to pressure. You might be too. Not only are you super busy, but you might be having some not so fun symptoms like swollen feet or hands, backaches, leg cramps, and nosebleeds. And the stress and discomfort might be keeping you up at night around week 18. Be sure in your hectic schedule that you plan some time to unwind. It's important to give your body and your mind a break for a little while. That might help you get the sleep you need. So, like I mentioned, I am having a little bit of trouble getting to sleep, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of issues from there. So here's the 3D like model of what she looks like. She looks a lot different than she did at 8 weeks. And like I mentioned, we have our anatomy scan coming up and we will have some better pictures. So I'm going to show you guys the belly and that's going to be it. Yeah, that's it. So, oh gosh. All right, let me adjust this camera just a little bit. All right, here is, whew. Here we are from the front. Can't really tell a whole lot. But here she is from the side. She's getting big. That's for sure. She is out there, large and in charge. And there she is from the side again. All right, and that's it. So, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I'll probably do another update at 20 weeks. We've got a lot going on here at home and I'll talk more about that in the next update. But if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.